Right, just a very quick video to show we now have a live system. Completely by A4 Sparrowhawk with PC sound. Putting a rake of 6 old Hornbys. 3 just to test to make sure it's going through all the points okay, and it is. So if I come round, you can see that I've got the bridge hole now near enough complete. So at the top will be the embankment coming down over the top where that white label is, and that will go down into the lake area. So what I've done is I've just put all my buildings together in one area at the moment. Obviously that's not the place they're going to be, but I've just put them there for the moment. And if we go round just very quickly, just give you an overall picture. Probably doesn't look much different to what you've seen before, but there is a little bit of difference. You can see now I've ballasted up to there now, and all the way over onto the viaduct. I'll come back to that in a minute. And joined it up with the ballasting over there. That'd be great, but I didn't expect it to. I've also thought about this area here. I've got a rough layout now of what I've got in my mind of how it's going to go. But what I'm going to do, and the idea actually came from my old mate Ian, and he put a video up of his locos. So that's what I've been doing over this morning and a little bit of yesterday, and I thought I'd show you that, what I've done. So we come along. So instead of being green, it's now blue. And what I've done, I've put the blue is for the ironwork, and I've put a buff colour along the top for the handrail. It's not really handrail, but you know what I mean, the top rail, and likewise for the bottom. That lovely shine in that water, I've just noticed that. Beautiful. So if I just pan back, you can see the what was that? You can see the effect of that. So that's the centre section, the span. That's now complete, and what I've done, that's going to be covered with some hardboard, and then I shall put some retaining walls all the way along the back there, and I shall weather those as well, which will leave, you can probably see now the gap I've got between that and the platform, and hence the reason for the dimensions of that extension. It wasn't done by guessing, it was allowing for this high-rise section to go up. So that's going to leave me about an inch between the and the edge of the ballasting there to the retaining wall, which is just about right. By the time I've got the retaining. That's the front view of the coaching in entrance. And then if we come down to eye level view, we'll do a panning shot if I can from the front to give you an idea. So this face is going to be facing the bridge, which you will see later on. And I think that shot there is probably one of the best shots. So there we have it. That's now complete as far as I'm concerned. It's been fixed. The lawn was a painstaking job to do to get it as flat as it is and continuous. It's still just slightly damp. There's still drying out on that to do, so that's why it's looking a little bit blotchy, but hopefully that will dry out okay. I was going to put lines in it from where it's been mowed. I thought, you know what, I really can't be asked to do that now, so there's no lines on the lawn, I'm afraid. And so what you will see probably is shots like that from the end where I'll be standing controlling the locos or the trains. And I'm hoping that when I use my cam truck and it goes on the inner track, then you should be able to see it's coming out okay. It's I had the equivalent of mod rock from eBay. I had quite a bit of that, but I've used all that up, so I had to get some proper mod rock. And I must admit, I actually prefer the stuff from eBay. Mod rock, the true stuff, is much lighter and thinner. The material's thinner. And as you cut pieces off and soak them, they tend to curl very easily. And it's much more difficult to manage and manoeuvre into position without getting these rolls on the edges, whereas the other stuff, because it's thicker, it doesn't do that. The only difference is, not the difference, but the problem, or let's say the difference, it's the stuff I get off eBay is much coarser weave, and way round. And on here, if I can zoom in a bit more, I've got my sheep on the hill with assorted shrubbery and trees and stuff, and a hedge at the back as another scenic break really for the backdrop. And the colour of that backdrop is spot on, because that is now that slightly bluey hazy colour of a distance shot, so that's working out just right. Oh, actually you can see that area of rock now where the sun was bleaching it out before. Now you'll see in the background a farm. Well, that's on the back scene. kind of bled it over into the next track and used Sleeper Grime and matte black on the airbrush to go in the middle of the tracks for soot and oil. And as we come back, we've got the coal staith with the weathered crane, of course. And I filled the bucket up. I'll go around the other side in a minute and show you, but I filled the bucket up with coal. I spilt some coal down the side there. And if we go through, there's one of the yard lamps. Push bike rack. And there is a guy there just getting hold of his bike or putting it in, which I've also lit. So if we pan back, this one zoom. If we pan back, then that's the effect. And I've just got as far as there, as you can see, where I've weathered the wall from splashing of the coal and drainage marking the wall.